Yo, Poets and Killers, Cigars and Travel, coming to y'all live and direct from the coast, man. Out here trying to get some good footage and film this sunrise out here on the coast, man. Hey, I'm trying to bring it to y'all, man. I know it's been a minute, been MIA. No, I ain't been MIA, man. I just been in hard work, you know what I'm saying? Taking care of business, personal and business, you did. But definitely, hopefully, man, y'all get a chance to enjoy this footage that I got for y'all today. In this time, this life and times of where we at right now with the coronavirus and the government, the politics, all this civil unrest, man, you gotta find peace of mind, man. If you don't find it, you'll lose it, dog. So most definitely, man, just want to come to y'all, bring y'all some good footage, and most definitely be on the lookout for that Poets and Killers merch, man, which I'm rocking right now. Shout out to Voorhees Clothing, my homeboy Big Jason in Memphis, you know what I'm saying, Big J in Memphis. But shout out to my dog. Y'all go check my dog out here all over social media, Facebook and all that, Instagram. So check him out. So if y'all need some merchandise, you know, inbox me, you know what I'm saying, comment under the video, you know what I'm saying. And if it's man, if y'all like it, man, I'm gonna make it. You did. So right now I've been really trying to get this branding, you know, get things squared away, get things up on you know, get things up and running. But Poets and Killers Productions, Poets and Killers Cigars, Poets and Killers merchandise, everything is coming y'all way, man. It's coming y'all way, you know. So we trying to expand this brand, get this thing big, so you know, when you see it, you can support it. It can be something that you can say, man, I've been riding with dudes since day one. But for sure, man, hey, enjoy the video, and I'll be right back, man. Come and check me out. Yeah.
City all the way. Yeah, it's my life and it's my battle cry. Look up at the sky and see a tear far from God's side. Life I live is crazy since Vesta was a baby. Got me grinding, scratching, scraping all over the pavement. I'm sick of tired of nonsense. Move over with that dumb shit. Put the past in the past and bring forward my funds quick. Timberlands in the sand, me and my Taliban. Bring the world for your boy, it's all good. I'm in God's hand. Not a sweat on my cheek. The war you bring is obsolete. I'm fresh up out the dealership and copping me a bigger whip. Registration for my guns. Niggas hollering where you from. Where you from or get you killed like you war and was Saddam. Nigga got you killed on the grill cause it's dunk proof. If I got them Twinkies on my car, it ain't junk food. Man, I'm sicker than the SARS if you ever sniff these bars. Cause I got that God in me. What you bring is what I finish. Nigga, I'm a Frankenstein. Nigga, catch up with your kind. Put my mind and my muscle on and I'm a Frankenstein. Nigga, I'm a mastermind. Master each and every rhyme. When you hear the boy spit, it's like magic, lyrically inclined. I'm live from the farm. I got my life, my love, my blood, my sweat, my tears, everything to 'em. Hey, I would like to introduce you to that, and I would like to introduce you to Mac. Hey, nigga, I'm a Palestine, sicker for the second time, beating like a second line, harder than a veteran. Love you like a Muslim on his knees, reading the Quran, screaming, God made me do it, nigga. I'm just having fun. Got it tatted on my arm, manifesto's destiny, ripping every mic with every breath that I got left in me. Man, this life is treachery. Next to who is next to me. Jesus saved my soul so I can go and sit right next to he. Next to who is blessing me. I'm sick of niggas falling out. Nigga try a different route. I drunk the same juice that turned that young nigga bishop out. When I open up my mouth, I'm fresh up out the dirty south. Dirty down a nigga, tell him clean out his dirty house. You ain't never seen the south until you seen that boy stove. Never stepping on no toes, but I gotta let him know. All hail to them ones that done came before me. Cause without them, you would never get to know me. I'm all about that show me. Nigga, don't tell me. Cause when it come to Trill G's, we don't talk. You'll see, nigga, deeper than the Nile River. Come and swim in me. Shark infested waters make piranhas come and kneel. I'm living from the farm. I got my life, my love, my blood, my sweat, my tears, everything to 'em. Hey, I would like to introduce you to that. And I just like to introduce you to Mac. Hey, got me hiding Jekyll, nigga, steady changing levels. Put your ear up to the wall, I swear to God I'm hearing echoes. And I'm steady clocking in, feeling like I'm boxing pins. The more I jab, the more it hurts, but I gotta cop the win, cause I got a strong chin. Take the biggest dog punch, eat that nigga up for lunch and let him know that he was brunch. And I'm still starving, nigga hungry as a hostage. I seen what you couldn't see, nigga, I'm a prophet. I spoke it once, I spoke it twice. God bring forth the light, shine down on my dark road, bring a nigga peace at night. Cause I get real mean when I'm on that Creel team. One man like Japan up against your drill team. Nigga, I'm a banger ride swingers on Chameleon Pay. Never been a stranger to the hood, nigga think I ain't. Calling me a street disciple with my Bible and my rifle. Being I'm a faith to black, close the curtains, holler back. I'm live from the farm, I got my life, my love, my blood, my sweat, my tears, everything to 'em. Hey, I would like to introduce you to that, and I just like to introduce you to Mac. Hey,
Show. Hey man, sometime in life, man, you know what I'm saying, life can take us through many hills and valleys, man, you know, and many hills and valleys, man, and you just gotta keep pushing, you gotta keep going, you know what I'm saying. Man, it's been on my mind real heavy, like I say, with all the things that's going on in the world and society, man, you know, like, you know, with the government, man, like, you know, what's going on, like in the presidential races, and then the civil unjust, and it's like, you know, people right now, you know, they're going through a whole lot, man, a whole lot of hardships, and things like that. You know, people losing their jobs, losing their families, you know what I'm saying? Like, people are leaving us, man, at a alarming rate, you know what I'm saying? People falling, man, like, may it be in a sense of rest in peace, whether it be in a sense of, you know, they leaving this earth, or, you know, they just checking out mentally or checking out physically, you know what I'm saying? Like, of this game, you know, people losing their jobs, like I say, losing their families, and under a whole lot of stress right now, a whole lot of tension, man, that's going on in the world, you know what I'm saying. But God always has the final say so. So in this time where we could be stressed out, you know, you could be going through stuff, you know what I'm saying, God he's still in complete control, you feel me? So we got to be inspired. Sometimes, like, man, what my homeboy used to say, man, sometimes you can't look for inspiration, you got to be the inspiration, you feel me? Like, you can't look for somebody to pick you up, man. You got to have the strength and the grit to pick yourself up, you know what I'm saying, in these trying times, man, you know what I'm saying. So, man, like, you got to hold it down. You got to hold it down for our families. We got to hold it down for people that's looking at us, you know what I'm saying. Somebody might be looking at you right now, you know what I'm saying, like, man, that dude's strong, like, how he keep going, like, despite what he's up against, how does he keep going, you know what I'm saying. Like, right now, you know what I'm saying, like, I'm going through some things, like, trying to get things together with my family, like, you know what I'm saying, with my kids and stuff like that. And, you know, some people try to make it real hard, you know what I'm saying, for you. And you just got to keep on going, keep on pushing, despite the trials and tribulations of life, the things that we can't control. You may have somebody on the other side, you know what I'm saying, or somebody that may be close to you that's listening, and they praying on your downfall too. So not only the unseen things, you know what I'm saying, that we may encounter or we may be facing, sometimes, man, it may be something that's direct, man. Like, man, we got, man, like, this world, we never seen this world the way that it is right now, you know what I'm saying, like in our lifetime, you know what I'm saying. Maybe our parents and our grandparents or great-grandparents, maybe they seen things like this to happen, you know what I'm saying. But right now we're in the midst of a pandemic, and then You know, you got unrest. So we got like 2 pandemics going on at the same time, man. At the same time. But just keep on going, man. Keep pushing. You know, I just want to be a part of the thing that motivates you and myself. I ain't just talking to you. I'm talking to myself, man. You know, but that thing that was on my mind was, man, what Jay-Z say? I'm not a businessman. I'm a businessman. Sit back, let me handle my business. And you got to look at yourself like that. So when everything's crumbling around you, man, you know, you got to look at you. You know what I'm saying? God is the source of your energy, but you are the real estate. You are the property. What you gonna build on that real estate? You the real estate. You the land. You the land. You know what I'm saying? What you gonna build on your land? How you gonna cultivate your land? Is it gonna be farmland? Is it gonna be buildings? Is it gonna be residential property? Like, what you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Is it just gonna be, is your land just gonna be like some beautiful property that it will remain untouched? You know what I'm saying? Like the ocean, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like the water, like these views that's cultivated, you know what I'm saying? And you just be like, you know what? This thing is good like it is. I'm gonna leave it like that and I'm gonna chill. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm good. That's a content. That's somebody that's being content with the things that they have and the things that, you know, and how they are. You should forever try to evolve and become better. But then you may be at a point where you say, you know what? Life is good. But that's just like with technology, right? You can't use the technology of 05 in 2020. So you forever gotta keep learning, keep striving to be better. You know what I'm saying? That's just like when you see a lot of old people, man, you know what I'm saying? And they got MacBooks and they got iPhones and they learning how to do these things, you know what I'm saying? That you gotta forever keep learning. You gotta keep your mind going, you know what I'm saying? Once you stop, then life stops, you know what I'm saying? So you gotta keep going, you know what I'm saying? That's just like the muscles in your body. You gotta keep working them things out. You gotta keep evolving. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I just wanted to bring to you some motivation, man, in the midst of the storm. You know what I'm saying? You just got to keep going, man. Hey, for sure. And to your opposition, sometimes you got to beat a storm. You dig? For your opposition, sometimes you got to bring the storm. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. Just want to come to y'all, man, you know what I'm saying, bring you some good live footage, you know what I'm saying. Like I say, it's been a minute, but you know, man, I'm still going, you know what I'm saying. So Poets and Killers Productions, videos, like I say, this good merchandise, man. So this platform that I want to you know, this platform that I'm bringing to you, I'm just trying to grow it, man. Like a year ago, you know, I had a dream. I had like a seed that I said, man, I'm finna do something. I'm finna do this thing. And I invested, you know what I'm saying, in it. And I said, you know what, man, you know, I'm gonna put my money where my mouth is at, and I'm gonna invest in this thing, and I'm gonna make this thing grow. Like, I'm gonna grow it. I'm gonna take care of it. I'm gonna nurture it. And you know what I'm saying? Now, the things that I said that I wanted to do, I'm doing it on some level, but I just want to expand it. I want to do it bigger. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to fire my boss. I want to be able to fire my boss and become the check writer. That's what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? And employ other people. Employ people that's around me. You know what I'm saying? Not just employ them, but empower the people that's around me. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm talking about, man. I'm trying to leave an inheritance, you know what I'm saying, for my kids, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to do that thing the right way. Island, Mike, and Symphony, I love you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to do this thing for them in the midst of the storm. In the midst of the storm, you know what I'm saying? I remember, man, I was going through some things personally, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people probably wouldn't even know this. I woke up in a jail. I woke up in a jail, dog. Like, man, are you serious? This is what's going on. And this kind of, and I had already, I was kind of content with the life that I was living, you know what I'm saying? What I mean by that is, man, I traveled the world, you know what I'm saying, lived abroad, you know what I'm saying? I'm just a cat from Memphis, Tennessee, you know what I'm saying? Man, went to Hamilton, Oak Haven, and Ridgeway, you know what I'm saying? Man, lived in Riverside and South Memphis, lived in Oak Haven, lived in, you know what I'm saying? I ran through Hyde Park, you know what I'm saying, with my kinfolk, and I'm over there. So, but also, man, I lived in England, lived in London, like probably 45 minutes outside of London. Man, lived in Italy, you know, been to Australia, Papua New Guinea, you know what I'm saying? Been to Alaska. Now, Alaska is like one of the most beautiful places. Australia, like I said, man, been all over the world. Lived in a lot of places, and just, you know, seeing some things just through travel, you know what I'm saying? So, and I was kind of content, man, you know, but my marriage was going through all kind of turmoil though, man. Marriage was going through all kind of turmoil. Had people try to, man, like out me, man, in a sense, like dead serious. Had people really try to out me, you know what I'm saying? And in the midst of that storm, I just kept going. Man. And you know what I'm saying, being falsely accused of something and having to fight for that, you know what I'm saying, then having to fight for my career again. And then, man, like, when all of that stuff was happening, it seemed like God told me, some of the people that's in your life right now that's around you, they ain't gonna be able to go with you where I'm about to take you. I had a lot of naysayers around me. Had a lot of people that were just talking around me. And in the midst of when I was going through my trials, God allowed me to see the folks that was really for me and the folks that wasn't, you know. And in the midst of all that, you know, I lost a lot of, you know, people, or I lost a lot of friends, man. And I lost a lot of, man, like I felt a whole lot of pain, you know what I'm saying, facing that kind of realization. But I kept going. And it's like, when I was at my wit's end, man, God will shine on me. You know, it's like, man, when you're going through something, you having that real hard day, you having them real hard times, and then all of a sudden it's a rainbow in the sky. And then, like they say, at the end of every rainbow, it's a pot of gold. And I physically had a symbol of a pot of gold. Like, oh man, everything's bad. Oh man, it's trash, man. It's all, man, all kind of stuff you going through. And then all of a sudden, you're blessed with something. And it's like, that thing kind of shows you, I'm doing something right, man. Okay, I'm doing something right. I'm doing something right because he ain't never forsake me. You know what I'm saying? He ain't never forsake me. I'm doing something right, man. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's the energy that I put out there into the universe and it's coming back around. Maybe it was the way that I treated somebody. Maybe. I remember being at a restaurant, man, and I really couldn't afford. I wasn't capping or nothing like that, but I was hungry, dog. And I remember being in there. It was like my last couple of dollars that I had in my pocket, and this young lady that was in there, it was like two ladies in there, they was right in front of me, and this young lady said, "Sir, can I pay for your meal?" And I was like, "Huh?" And she told the cashier, she said, don't worry about it. She was like, "Hey, I got mine and I got his, whatever he's gonna order." And I was like, this is perfect, this is a dude, perfect stranger. And I was like, man, almost like, no, I'm good. My pride was like, no, I'm good. I'm straight. I got it. She was like, no, just let me do this, you know. And she did it. And I was like, man. And I went to the car and I was just thinking, I'm like, there can't be nobody but God, because nobody knew, because how I presented myself, like, I had everything under control and everything was intact. But God knew I didn't. And he knew that I needed something. And he was supplying that need, man. He supplied me with the things that I needed. And that lets you know, like, sometimes, man, we try to hold on to, and harness this energy or whatever it is. And God, like, man, I got you the whole time. Like, oh, with all this stuff that's going on, don't worry, I got you. So, you know, in the midst of all that, man, you know, he always made a way. So I was in the cell, in prison. I was thinking about how the things that I'm about to do that's different. You know what I'm saying? I had somebody, man, like try to out me for real. You know, falsely accused me of a couple things and like was really trying to put me away. And it was somebody that's close to me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, wow, dog, like that's what it is. In the midst of that, man, I lost my ace. You did. Like, my father passed away, right? R.I.P. to my dad, man. You know what I'm saying? So in my life, I always look at this analogy, man. Like, he was the coach and I was like the quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was taking care of my business in life on the field, but I always had somebody on the sideline that was calling the play of the things that I probably didn't see. The things that I couldn't see, he was on the sideline like, hey, look, bro, you need to do this right here. You know what I'm saying? Hey, and I ain't had that no more. You know what I'm saying? So I had to pick up the pieces. And I was sitting in a hotel getting ready to move. Like, had all my things packed up, getting ready to move, and I got a call from my kinfolk saying that, you know, your dad, he just passed away. And I was in Charlotte, North Carolina, so my dad was in Memphis. So I had to go back to Memphis, you know what I'm saying, and see my dad off, you feel me? And I'm my father's only child. So in the midst of them trials and tribulations, man, I ain't had nobody to talk to in that sense, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, my family has always been there. My mom has always been there. I love my mom, man. Always been there. You know, brothers, sister, you know what I'm saying? Always been there. You know what I'm saying? But like, it was something that maybe they didn't even understand. Like, that I had to go through, like, you know, because I lost my father. And not a lot of people that was like in my close circle had witnessed that or had been through that. So it's like, man, you know, you got to pick them pieces up. And that birthed a new me, you know what I'm saying? Having to fight for my career after going to jail, being falsely accused of something, to saying, you know what, I ain't gonna I'll never be in this situation again. And trying to learn, because it was like, man, like, what I'm in here for, I didn't even do. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, what is this about, you know? And trying not to fill my heart with hatred, but at the same time, just trying to keep going, man. Just trying to keep going. And, you know, I said, God will turn your test into a testimony. You know, he'll turn that mess that you're going to into a message. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that's real. That's real, man. You know, sometimes you just gotta be obedient, you know what I'm saying, in the word, and you just really gotta, man, okay, what's going on right now? You know what I'm saying? Like somebody I know, they say, they told God, I don't know how to do this, so you got to show me. I'll give it to you, and I'm just gonna be still, but I'm gonna keep working towards good things, but I'm gonna be still, and I'm gonna allow you to show me what I need to be doing and point me in that right direction, because I don't know no more. You know what I'm saying? I thought I was doing the right things, so I don't know no more. Evidently, I've been doing this thing wrong. But you got to have a lot of fight in you, man. You got to have a lot of fight in you, man. This world will try to, man. It's like that undertow, like that current, man. That undercurrent, man. It'll. You thought you was just going out there in a shallow pool. You know what I'm saying? But that current, and ain't no telling what's in that water. So you just gotta keep going, and you gotta have that fight in you, man. You know what I'm saying? To live. You know what I'm saying? And to be fearless at the same time. You can't just cling on to life. You know what I'm saying? You gotta live. You know what I'm saying? You gotta pursue that. You feel me? But yeah, so you know that brings me here. You know what I'm saying? Living a new life, still fighting. I'm fighting to be in my kids' life right now. You know what I'm saying? Fighting to be in my kids' life. You know, when you got people that's trying to cancel you out, you got people that's saying, man, it's over for him. But guess what? God didn't say it was over for you. God didn't say it was over for me. You know what I'm saying? What kind of will that's in you? What kind of will that you got? You feel me? You gotta keep going, man. You gotta keep going. Some people just ain't gonna understand, man. They just ain't gonna understand. So, Poets and Killers Cigars and Travel, man. This brand is built on perseverance, built on strength, built on like a spiritual, you know what I'm saying, awakening. Like, it's built on all that, man. So I just sit back and I vibe, you know what I'm saying, vibe on these cigars and try to fill the universe with the things that will help people and in turn will help me, you know what I'm saying? So for sure, man, hey, I ain't just talking, but just, hey, listen, man, you know what I'm saying, you might find some gems in this thing, you know what I'm saying, you might find some gems in this thing, man, you know what I'm saying, but for sure. But I'm gonna show y'all what I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying, so just continue to walk with me. Like I say, some Poets and Killers Cigars will be online or at a store near you very soon. Hey, I'm talking about branding, man. I'm talking about doing everything, dog. I'm talking about, man, having your own tobacco farm and raising your own tobacco. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, so you can become every spoke in the wheel. For that wheel to turn, you know what I'm saying? Become every line, every spoke in the wheel, you know what I'm saying? For sure, man. For sure. But continue to walk with me, cuz. Yo, yo, yo.
I'm live from the fall. I got my life, my love, my blood, my sweat, my tears, everything to 'em. Hey, I would like to introduce you to that, and I just like to introduce you to Mac. Hey, City all the way. Yeah, this my life and this my battle cry. Look up at the sky and see a tear fall from God's side. Life I live is crazy since Vestal was a baby. Got me grinding, scratching, scraping all over the pavement. I'm sick of tired of nonsense. Move over with that dumb shit. Put the past in the past and bring forward my funds quick. Timberlands in the sand, me and my Taliban. Bring the world for your boy. It's all good, I'm in God's hand. Not a sweat on my cheek. The oil you bring is obsolete. I'm fresh up out the dealership and copping me a bigger whip. Registration for my guns. Niggas hollering where you from. Where you from or get you killed like you war and was Saddam. Nigga got Shaquille on the grill cause it's dunk proof. If I got them Twinkies on my car, it ain't junk food. Man, I'm sicker than the SARS. If you ever sniff these bars, cause I got that God in me. What you bring is what I finish. Nigga, I'm a Frankenstein. Nigga, catch up with your kind. Put my mind and my muscle on and I'm a Frankenstein. Nigga, I'm a mastermind. Master each and every rhyme. When you hear the voice, it's like magic, lyrically inclined. I'm live from the fall. I got my life, my love, my blood, my sweat, my tears, everything to 'em. Hey, I would like to introduce you to that, and I just like to introduce you to Mac. Hey, nigga, I'm a Palestine, sicker for the second time, beating like a second line, harder than a veteran. Love you like a Muslim on his knees, reading the Quran, screaming, God made me do it, nigga. I'm just having fun. Got it tatted on my arm, manifest Festo's destiny. Ripping every mic with every breath that I got left in me. Man, this life is treachery. Next to who is next to me. Jesus saved my soul so I can go and sit right next to he. Next to who is blessing me. I'm sick of niggas falling out. Nigga try a different route. I drunk the same juice that turned that young nigga bishop out. When I open up my mouth, I'm fresh up out the dirty south. Dirty down a nigga, tell him clean out his dirty house. You ain't never seen the south until you seen that boy stove. Never stepping on no toes, but I gotta let him know. All hail to the ones that done came before me. Cause without them, you would never get to know me. I'm all about that show me. Nigga, don't tell me. Cause when it come to Trill G's, we don't talk. You'll see, nigga, deeper than the Nile River. Come and swim in me. Shark infested waters make piranhas come and kneel on me. From the form, I got my life, my love, my blood, my sweat, my tears, everything to 'em. Hey, I would like to introduce you to that. And I just like to introduce you to Mac. Hey, Chinese got me hiding Jekyll, nigga, steady changing levels. Put your ear up to the wall, I swear to God I'm hearing echoes. And I'm steady clocking in, feeling like I'm boxing pins. The more I jab, the more it hurts. But I gotta cop the win, cause I got a strong chin. Take the biggest dog punch, eat that nigga up for lunch and let him know that he was brunch. And I'm still starving, nigga hungry as a hostage. I seen what you couldn't see, nigga I'm a prophet. I spoke it once, I spoke it twice. God bring forth the light, shine down on my dark road, bring a nigga peace at night. Cause I get real mean when I'm on that Krill team. One man like Japan up against your drill team. Nigga I'm a banger, riding swingers on chameleon paint. Never been a stranger to the hood, nigga think I ain't. Calling me a street disciple with my Bible and my rifle. Then I'm a faith to black, close the curtains, holler back. I'm live from the form, I got my life, my love, my blood, my sweat, my tears, everything to 'em. Hey, I would like to introduce you to that. And I just like to introduce you to Mac. Hey,
Yeah, man. Yep. When I think about, when I'm out here, man, I think about my childhood. I think about a lot. Hey, man, when I was, I remember when I was like in the, trying to remember what grade I was in, but I was like in the 3rd grade. Me and my homeboy, me and my best friend, man, David, we was leaving school one day and we got hit by a car. We got hit by a car together, man. It was like the last day of school. Man, we was riding our bikes home. We both stayed right directly across the street from the school. So he stayed across the street from the school. The high school parking lot literally was right in front of his house. And on the other side of the school, the football field was right in front of my house. So we stayed on opposite sides of the school. And we would ride our bikes to school. Man, literally, we just had to walk across the street. So we would ride our bikes to school, and it was the last day of school. And we was talking about how, oh yeah, man, we had a party for the last day of school. He was in the 2nd grade, and I was in the 3rd grade. And man, we rode all the way around the school, like through this little pathway of where behind the football field, just riding our bikes. And it's a hill, man. So we'll catch some speed going down the hill, and bro, I'm in front of him. And I'm riding his brother bike. I'm riding Paul's bike. This is the crazy part about it. I'm not even riding my bike. I'm riding Paul's bike. And he riding his own bike. Man, we coming down that hill, balling. I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying, balling. Man, I look up and I see a car. Like, you can't see, you know what I'm saying, like to the left of you, you can't see it because the hill's right there. So as soon as you come off the hill, man, I see a car balling down the street. Oh, Lincoln. If I remember it right, it's a Lincoln Continental. Man, I was like, David, stop. And as I'm saying stop, boom, I got hit. The man knocked me so far up in the sky, like up to the light pole, right? And boom, and I hit the concrete, you know what I'm saying, on the sidewalk or whatever, right there on Christine. I stayed on Christine and okayed it. And then David keep going. He was trying to put on his brakes, but he couldn't stop because he was going so fast. David right behind me, David got hit, boom. The car ran him over. It knocked me in the sky and it ran him over. I think David was in shock, and David tried to get up and he's like trying to run home, right? And they're like, you know, like the folk had to stop him and tackle him, but I'm out of commission. You know what I'm saying? They tried to stop him and tackle him or whatever, get him on the ground. Hey man, stop. And that was the last day of school, my 3rd grade year, his 2nd grade year. That me and bro Bond been real tight since then, before then actually. And man, I pretty much had to learn how to walk again and everything. You know what I'm saying? These scars, bust my forehead wide open, eyeball pretty much popped out of socket. The whole night, I was in bad shape, man. I remember that. And but sometimes I forget about that, right? Sometimes in life, man, I done forgot all about that. You know what I'm saying? That happened. And then when I think about, oh man, God could have, that could have been my expiration date right then. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could have been long gone, long time ago. But and most people that know me don't even know that I got hit by a car. You know what I'm saying? That me and David got hit by a car. But I remember every time I would go home, you know what I'm saying? And I would go to church, David's dad, Bishop Young, that guy's my heart too. You know what I'm saying? He like my daddy too. Like, he would always remind us. He was like, hey, y'all boys remember y'all got hit by that car? He be preaching a sermon, man, and he'd be talking about just like David and Mac when they got hit by that car. And I think about that, you know what I'm saying? My mom reminded me of that sometimes. She was like, yeah, you know you blessed, you know you anointed, you know you got favor, because if it was gonna happen, like God kept you here to fulfill something. And, you know, sometimes I forget about that. So when you're going through something, you can look back at your life and you see where God done brought you through something. He done brought you up out of something. And for me, man, that give me a lot of strength, because I'm like, okay, he ain't lie. He said that you're gonna make it through this. I remember when I was going through rehab and I was walking, and I'm like, man, they had me walking down the halls of the hospital, and they're like, y'all, you gotta get, you know what I'm saying, your legs gotta get strong, you know what I'm saying? And I remember, man, I was getting ready for baseball season, right? I was playing baseball, and I was like, they were like, yeah, you gotta get yourself back together, you know what I'm saying? You gotta get strong, you gotta build your muscles, you gotta build your legs, because, you know, you playing ball. I was playing basketball, football, and baseball back then. And I just remember that. It's like sometimes we seem to forget who's in control, man. We seem to forget. All we gotta do is have the strength to keep going. All you gotta do is have the strength to keep on going, man. Keep on, man. Boss up, power through it, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, apply pressure, man. You know what I'm saying? Because you are gonna have some opposers out there. You're gonna have that, but it don't even matter what they say. Don't even matter what they say. When you stop, it's when they win. So keep that in mind. Wow. You watching all this greatness, right? You know what I'm saying? And if you don't believe, how do you explain this? Where this come from? If you don't believe.
I'm dying from the fall. I got my life, my love, my blood, my sweat, my tears, everything torn. Hey, I would like to introduce you to that, and I would like to introduce you to Matt. Hey,